Hasan is back on Twitch after a ban that barely outlived a carton of milk, immediately pivoting from victim of the system to future world leader energy, while simultaneously insisting his life is ruined despite having one of the most privileged jobs on the planet, which is honestly impressive multitasking. Tecton is swinging back into relevance, claiming police investigations, no charges, and absolute innocence, while Miskiff is catching strays from every direction like it's an Olympic sport.
Have you
The
thought
anger
of
is
running
there.
in elections?
No,
Well, why not?
I don't. Because
Look, it's a horrible thing to do. I've done it. I can confirm that it sucks.
So, Hasan's ban magically shrunk from a full week to 3 days, which instantly reignited the conversation about favoritism, platform bias, and whether Twitch moderation runs on vibes, astrology, or a magic 8 ball. The funniest part isn't even the unban, it is how predictable it was, because everyone called it the moment it happened, yet it still sparked outrage like it was a shocking twist. Hasan returns, but immediately jumping into big brain discussions about potentially running for political office.
yeah,
Big time. But it's a dirty job, so someone's going to do it.
I know, but
These people have to vote for someone.
While simultaneously arguing that streaming has already destroyed his life, which is a wild claim when your job involves sitting in a chair, reacting to the internet, and chasing checks.
What are you going
me-
to say to them when the midterms come?
well,
Don't vote?
no, of course not.
Well,
but I have
who they
my.
going to vote for? The Democrat who wants to...
Well, I have my people. That's why I'm.
Yeah, okay, you have your people, but not everywhere.
The irony hits harder when he admits, almost accidentally, that he prefers influencing from the sidelines rather than actually stepping into the real-world responsibility, which feeds directly into criticism that he's all commentary and zero commitment.
That's true. But my goal is to try to, like, my.
And why should these people have their lives destroyed by being elected and not yours?
He frames his role as building a community, pushing agitative propaganda, and then letting others do the hard work, which critics translate as outsourcing responsibility while keeping the clout.
Well, it's not even about like my life being destroyed necessarily, but because my life gets destroyed all the time doing what I'm doing anyway. I mean,
Come on.
Then comes the Reddit meltdown arc, where viral clips, harsh criticism, and negative threats are brushed off as bot campaigns, coordinated attacks, and fake outrage, while real-world interactions are allegedly nothing but love and admiration.
No, I know, but I'm able to overcome it regardless because I have like built this this resilient base of support, and I have ways of working around it. You know, I get banned on Twitch, I go to YouTube.
This is where the disconnect becomes impossible to ignore, because claiming universal approval outside while blaming all online criticism on bots requires a level of confidence usually reserved for cartoon villains. Hasan doubles down by insisting critics are denying reality, which lands oddly when paired with constant claims that reality itself is being manipulated against him. The contradiction fuels the narrative that he's not battling haters, he's battling perception and losing ground every time he insists the problem doesn't exist. And if that wasn't enough, the temporary YouTube pivot pours gasoline on the fire, with viewership spikes instantly triggering accusations of view botting, counter accusations of sabotage, and jokes about secret YouTube executives watching in awe. The deeper issue here is the platform contrast, because YouTube doesn't offer the same immunity Twitch allegedly does. Meanwhile, the very content style that thrive on Twitch becomes a liability elsewhere. Hasan is visibly torn between bigger numbers and stricter consequences, which creates a genuine dilemma: chase growth or protect the ability to say whatever you want without long-term repercussions. While the storm rages, Tecton re-enters the conversation swinging hard, insisting that 8-month police investigation cleared him of criminal wrongdoing despite losing a civil case, which sparks the classic internet misunderstanding between criminal charges and civil judgments. Tecton's refusal to move on, combined with constant responses to critics and enemies, keeps the controversy alive, especially when he fires shots at Miskiff, accusing him of obsession, manipulation, and even farming tragedy for content. Miskiff's response strategy doesn't help either, as attempts to deflect by covering other people's drama briefly gain traction before collapsing under the weight of his own reputation. The situation escalates further with admissions, half-admissions, and jokes about reboarding, culminating in the most absurd defense imaginable. Everyone does it. That line alone highlights how normalized questionable behavior has become in the streaming culture, when you zoom out and starts looking like a mirror held up to the streaming ecosystem itself, where bans are temporary, outrage is cyclical, accountability is optional, and every controversy feeds the algorithm like clockwork. At the end of the day, the real question isn't who's right or wrong, it is who benefits from the chaos, because as long as the drama keeps views high and wallets full, this cycle will never stop. Watch this video next and don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers!